Hey there, Horus Heresy fans, Josh here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing you some coverage of the brand new Liber Imperium book. Today I will be unleashing my Legio Custodes upon Johnny Payne, and his, the nerds. It's the Thousand Sons, being led by Magnus.
We like books.
Yeah, but books are cool, man, but we're coming to take them for you. So given some real Prospero vibes in today's game, let's see how the Legio Custodes play nowadays.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Horus, Heresy, Battle Report.
Moving over now to look at the Legio Custodes list. Leading the force will be a Custodian Tribune. This is a 0-1 choice. You can only bring him at 3,000 points, and you're only allowed one Warlord trait, no matter who you pick as your Warlord, and that is the Golden Exemplar Warlord trait. I paid the points to give him a Paragon Glaive. Let's see if it's worth 30 points. Doesn't feel like it is, but hey, gonna try it out. Helping him take over some of the HQ duties here, we've got a Custodian Shield Captain. Didn't spend any extra points, just kept him with the Meridian Swords, because again, I want to try him out. The elite choice for today is a 4-strong squad of Heteron Guard. Big mix of weapons, going to try out a little bit of everything and see how they do. Troop choices, I have 6 troop choices here, and that's 3 squads of 3 Custodian Guard, and then 3 squads of 3 Sentinel Guard. Fast attack choice, I have a Jet Bike Squadron, 3 strong, upgraded to have Adrathic Devastators. And then over to my heavy support choices, we have a Caladius Grav Tank, upgraded with an Enhanced Arachnus Blaze Cannon. I have a Contemptor Galatus Dreadnought, who can't take any upgrades. And then a Telemon Heavy Dreadnought, armed with a Arachnus Storm Cannon. That is 3,000 points on the nose of Custodians. 3,000 points of the nerds. What do we got?
All right. The list today is led by Magnus the Red, he who has done nothing wrong. He's got his little buddy, the Praetor, who is also going to be a Psyker. Magnus will be rolling around in a Spartan with 10 Sekhmet Terminators, probably the ones with the swords. Their sergeant is also going to be a Psyker. Then we've got 10 more Sekhmet Terminators with the sergeant Psyker upgrade. They have Chain Fists. We have a Sicaran Omega. We have an Osiran Dreadnought kitted out with all the Psyker upgrades. And then a Leviathan with the Storm Cannon and the Clamp.
Pretty spooky. 2 very elite lists taking each other on today. Today's mission will be Dominion. So the way this works is there are going to be 5 objectives on the board, and at the start of each active player's turn, the current active player gets 1 victory point for each objective marker they control. And then this is cumulative, you keep these throughout the game, even if you lose the objectives later on. Secondary objectives, we have Slay the Warlord. Now, Slay the Warlord is worth D3 victory points, and if the Warlord was a Primarch, then it's an additional 3. We also have Attrition. Whichever side has destroyed the highest number of the enemy gets D3 victory points. And then, of course, there's the price of failure. This is the lovely table we are playing on today. This is a GameMat.eu gaming mat with a bunch of terrain that Greenleaf Terrain did up for us. These mixed some Games Workshop parts in. Overall, quite a handsome little table happening here. Now, keep in mind, if you're a Silver Vault member, you get discount codes to more than 50 different companies. Now, even if you're not a Silver Vault member, you can see what the discount codes are worth. You just don't actually get access to the codes unless you go ahead and sign up. So that's more than 50 different gaming companies that do mats, terrain, accessories, minis, all sorts of stuff. So definitely worth checking out if you are into the hobby. And the forces have taken the field. So back here, we got a squad of Sword and Board, 2 squads of Spears, the Heteron Guard with my regular Custodian Captain there, and then the Telemon, my Bikes, my Grav Tank, squad of Sentinel Guard, another squad of Sentinel Guard as I run into the terrain, my Contemptor Galatus, and then my Warlord hanging out with a squad of Spears. Across the way, we've got Magnus and the Spartan with the Praetors in there, or no?
No, Magnus is with the Sword Terminators. Praetor and the Chain Fist Terminators are up in Deep Strike.
Gotcha.
Got the Leviathan. Sicaran Omega. We'll
Nice.
see if he can survive turn 1 for the first time this week.
I think you can. I think you'll be fine.
And the Osiran Contemptor, hiding
Nice.
tactically.
Now, the objectives that we're using here is it's going to be this, that the portal full of there's nothing wrong. We didn't do anything wrong.
Yes. We gotta go tell Dad something important, though.
Yep, gotta give him a message.
Yep.
And then another objective here,
Yep.
one back there.
So we're charging up the power station so we can jump through the portal.
Right, and we're trying to mess with them, obviously. We're trying to take him. You don't have any troops capable of holding objectives, so you're really pushing for the warlord kill, as well as...
And the denial.
And the, killing more of mines. So we'll see how this goes. Retrospect with the way that my list works, I probably wanted to go second, but hey, ho, that's how it goes. We're going to go Custodes turn 1, unless you want to try to seize the initiative, friend.
Yeah,
He's looking for a die. He wants to do it.
We'll see how this day is going to go for me.
You get to go first.
If I want.
Your sneaky, sneaky sorcery. Pretty simple start here for the Thousand Suns. Your Leviathan's moving up.
That's
Spartan
right.
sitting still.
Um,
The big coward himself gonna not move up.
no, he'll chug along up. He needs to get somewhere. He'll have to do some work eventually. He's going to stay put. Whoops. Then he's going to move 8, but we'll take a psychic check. He's got the minor arcana to get kind of a +3 move and fly. So if he passes, which he does, he's going to move 11.
Yep. See, that doesn't work. You're flaunting your powers that you're not supposed to have in front of the custodian guard here.
I think they figured it out. That's why they're here.
Just flying through the air. I've done nothing wrong.
Let me show you.
Leviathan's going to start us off, and he's just going to open up on the custodian guard squad with the warlord in it.
We'll see how they handle the storm cannon.
All right, let's see what you got.
Hitting on 2s. All right.
Solid start.
And probably 2s.
Yeah, I think you're at least strength 7.
Yep, and we rend on 5s.
Ooh. All right. Kind of a rough start for me already here, because custodians now are a 2-up, 6-up. The warlord maintains a 4-up invuln though. I don't love the idea of starting to put big wounds on him already, but I'm gonna see if I can eat a couple of these. So one at a time. 4-up. Nope, not a good start. Next one. Okay, so we're gonna stop doing that. These will be the 2 6-ups onto regular guys. Yeah, okay. I'm good at rolling 2s today. And then this is the last 2-up armor save. So he passes.
All right.
So one of them gets killed, and then 2 wounds onto the warlord. He's already down to 2 wounds. Something tells me I shouldn't have done that. What's next?
Well, we're over here. I want to shoot the lads at your contemptor, but I've already done so much work here. Let's see if we can keep going.
Okay, so las cannon's coming in.
That's right.
Whew.
And moved less than half, so we're going to shoot them all. These are going to be twin linked.
Yep.
Needed that.
Okay, good.
Didn't need that.
2 to wound.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and just put that into a regular guy. So looking for a 6-up invuln save. And I do not make it. A wound is taken. Heavy B's coming
Heavy
in.
bolters, twin linked also.
Okay, so more accurate there.
All right.
Gonna wound me on 4s.
Ooh, T5, handy.
So we got 2 wounding hits. These are just gonna be 2-up armor saves.
All right.
He's A-okay. All right, kind of weathered the storm. Might as well. I just shouldn't have put the wounds onto the boss man, but that's okay. Punishment's done over here for now. We're gonna move to this side of the board, and what's happening?
We'll shoot these guys. We'll go ahead with the little twin link combi bolter. That's a hit. Probably wounding on 5s.
It does wound to
It's
get
a
a
wound.
2-up armor. Okay, we're
All right.
A-okay fine.
Here's the auto cannon. It's twin linked.
Nice.
That should hit. And
then
strength 7, I
2's to wound.
believe. All right.
Two
6 is
wounds.
rend.
Okay, so we'll do the rend first. 6 up. Nope. And then 2 2-up saves. We're fine.
Okay.
Putting damage onto the board. And then what's next?
This guy, but I have to, it's the end of the week for me, and he's been murdered first turn every single game, so I need to look up his rules.
All right, 36-inch range, gonna long bomb shots down here at this squad of custodian guard. Not the one you've already picked on, the other one?
That's right, so we're going to do the 8-shot profile, strength 7, breaching 4-up, twin link.
Okay, I'm gonna do my the evade here and take the 5-up damage mitigation.
Okay. So twin linked on 3s. All right. And then we
Strength
will...
7?
Strength 7.
So 2s, but you're really looking for 4s here.
Yep. So we got 3 at AP 2, 2 on your armor.
Okay. We got 3 on the 6-up invuln here. I pass 1, and then 5-up damage mitigation. I don't pass that, so I know I'm losing 1 for sure. And then the 2 regular saves. I fail one of those and a 5-up. No. So 1 dies, another one takes a wound. All right, now here comes the heavy bolters.
All right. No twin link here on 3s. And wounding on 4s.
Alrighty.
See if we can get another. We got 4.
Nice. And these are looking for 2-ups. Oof. Followed by a 5-up damage mitigation. No, you're going to get another. There's only 1 left in that squad. And I do owe you a morale test on leadership 9. Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's good.
Alright. So you killed a couple, put some wounds out there, and that's it for turn 1 then, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, some solid damage. And I need to start to rack up points. This actually might be a tighter game than I thought it was going to be as we get ready for Custodes turn 1. Alright, so looking at turn 1 here. I will score 2 points for holding these 2 objectives. But man, oh man, do I got to get moving up the board and doing a bunch here. So let's get over to my movement. I'm going to show you where everything is and where it all ends up, because I got to measure some ranges, because they changed the range of a lot of guns here. Alright, my movement is complete. So, Telemon's just going to go ahead and move himself up. Both squads of infantry here ran. These guys, their job is to continue to hold the objective here. And that's what we're going to do. That's what Dad told us to do, so hang out. I did move up my grav tank and my jet bikes over to this flank, moving the Heteron guard and my shield captain over this way. And again, these guys are here to hold the objective. Actually, yeah, you're fine where you're at.
Must be nice to have line.
It is. It's very nice. And then everything here ran just to move up, and your movement reaction was to bring the Spartan up.
Coming at you.
So, the stage is set, and let's get over to shooting and see what Custodian shooting can do. Starting out with the grav tank, putting shots into your Sakaran. Alright, so as I declare you as my target, you will be declaring the return fire.
That's right.
Yep, makes a whole lot of sense to me. Let's see what Yield Enhanced Arachnus can do now. 4 shots, hitting on 2s. Okay, so 3 6s and a 1. I'm okay with this. This is a Strength 9 Lance, so your armor is down to 12.
Okay.
So I need 3s to glance you here. 2 penetrating hits.
Okay.
You got 6-up cover in the way. No, I was
Dodges
hoping you
1.
weren't going to make 1 there.
Ooh.
Thought I was being kind.
That's how
These are AP 1, so let's see what happens to you. So that, I believe, goes to immobilized.
That's right.
I do have Exoshock here. Let's see if the Exoshock would have done anything on a 6. No. So I don't get the extra penetrating hit. And you get to return fire.
That's right. Just with the big guns, using the Strength 9, running 4-up profile.
Actually, before you get too excited, can you return fire with the big gun?
Ooh, good question. I
Let's
might have
double
to change
check.
that to...
Yeah, jump back a second here. You would have had to call the reaction when I went to do the shooting.
Yep.
Return fire, yeah, thinking about it in retrospect, wouldn't do much. So we'll just say that was an evade instead, so on a 5-up. Okay, so you do dodge
no
it.
whole points lost.
You are
Great.
not immobilized. You are good. Well, let's have the bikes try to shoot at you with their guns that kill themselves. Well, we're trying stuff out. The weapons are much scarier now because the bikes only get a 3-up armor save, and it's an AP 3 weapon.
Oh, scarier for you.
Scarier for me.
Okay.
So either do 2 shots apiece, so we're just going to go right to left, shooting at your tank.
Okay.
So hitting on 2s.
That's hot.
Okay, 6-up invuln save. Nope, he takes a wound. Alright, what's the chances of that continuing to happen? Next bike shooting. Got 2 hits. Last bike shooting. Another gets hot. Okay, 6-up. Come on, little buddy. So he takes a wound. He's down to 2. Strength 6 Armor Bane against your Armor 13.
Yep.
So I'm going to show a 7 here. That's nothing. That's a pen. That's a pen. That's a nothing. So 2 penetrating hits.
6 up cover.
Yep.
Okay, both go through.
And let's see what kind of pens they are. Not good ones. You are double shaken. At least you're down 2 hull points.
Yeah.
And then honestly, that's it, friend. That's it for shooting. No valid charges because I kind of just rushed up the board. Took some board position. I got a couple points. Kind of feel nervous about the damage coming in, but we'll see if the lads can sustain as we get ready to move on to turn 2 for the Thousand Suns. All right, first things first, take care of here. We got to roll for a certain unit in the sky. It's actually a sneak peek of what a real teleportarium chamber looks like.
That's right.
So, for the lads, showing up on a 3-up.
Come on, buddies.
Nope.
That's a no.
Okay, I get a turn.
It's not the worst.
Not at all. And now we have your movement. You've got 4 units on the board. Not a ton of stuff to do, but also a ton of stuff to do. Show you what it looks like when we get back. Everything has moved. So your Dreadnought here just moved up. He's choosing to hide behind the wall here. He's being a little sneaky boy. Trying to push this flank, though, to stop me from scoring a point every single turn. Clever, clever. And then over here with the rest of it, with the Terminators not showing up, the Shaken Sakaran has moved over here.
Yep.
Dreadnought moved up, your Spartan moved up, and everybody hopped out, which did trigger a reaction for me to withdraw. Just get some better positioning going on. And then, yeah, that's it.
On to shooting.
Brings us over to shooting. I'm assuming it's on this side of the board.
Yeah, we might as well. So let's start with the Spartan. We will, let me think about it.
Shooting coming in, and it's going to be the Spartan. Putting everything that's available, because I think I managed to dodge out of the way of that one sponson with the redeploy. So the remaining sponson and the heavy bolters shooting into these lads, who will take the reaction to evade.
Okay.
Okay, so just going to roll the heavy bolters first.
Yep. Twin linked on 3s. Don't need it. Wounds
4s?
on 4s.
Okay.
Just 1.
Means I owe you a, what was it, a singular 2-up save?
That's right. Okay,
so we're
here's
fine.
the last cannon. Twin linked. Don't need it.
2s.
Wounds on 2s. AP2 on your invuln.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the 6-up invulns. Oh! No. That would have been nice before. Damage mitigation on 5s. No. So 2 damage goes through, leaves 1 dead, 1 on 1 wound. All right, Mr. Dreadnought, where is he shooting?
We'll go with the little guy. Let's clear
Gonna put
him
all
out.
shots into him?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gotta delete him.
Let's see if that deletion happens. What are we doing first? The Melta?
Yeah, let's do the Melt-a-Claw on a 2. And wounding on a 2. AP1.
Yep. 6-up. Beard. Nope, that didn't work. He's dead.
Keep going.
All right, now to Magnus in the squad. Magnus, I assume, is going to use some powers?
He's going to use some powers, so instead of shooting, he's going to give the squad +1 strength, +1 toughness.
Okay.
So he's going to test to push it to +1 toughness on 10. That's a pass.
Okay, yep.
And then the Terminator squad has a Psyker is the sergeant, so he's going to test to cast his divination power.
Okay. And sorry, what power is that going to be?
So it's going to be the psychic weapon, so he's going to shoot that instead of his bolter. So that'll be Diviner's Dart, Strength 6, AP2, Sniper, Guided Fire. So
Oh, geez, okay.
I got a test to make sure I can use it. He is Leadership 9, so that'll be a pass.
Nice. So we're going to throw the dart first. I assume that's at my Warlord?
Yes. So, on a 3.
You hit.
And
Strength 6, so you're going to wound me on a 3.
hey,
Nice. And it's just AP2's the important part of that, not brutal or anything?
that's right.
Okay, cool. Looking for a 4-up?
Come on.
Oh, he made one.
Worth the try.
16 big nasty bolt gun shots coming in then.
That's right.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. Okay.
Very solid start, friend. And then
Twin linked. All right.
Nice.
We
Everything
all
hits. Wounding on 5s.
Yeah, that's the tough one.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I believe in you, friend. It's just going to be 6 2-up saves. Okay. And I take 1 damage. And there we go. That's what that looks like at the end there.
That should be it for shooting.
All right, here it comes, eh?
That's right.
Charges after talking about it. What's the declaration?
So Magnus and the boys just gonna charge over here. Don't want to bite off more than we can chew and charging them both.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume you're gonna hold the line and and make me a
I
disorder
will
charge.
hold the line. I think I got to
Anyway, right?
roll I think I got to roll leadership on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. And then while we're rolling leaderships, Magnus has saved his minor arcana until now,
Okay.
which I actually get for free. I don't need to roll leadership. He's gonna have Hammer of Wrath 2 on the unit.
Nice. So I did manage to move 5 inches back. So I don't know. You're probably about a 5-inch charge or so. I think you were able to
That's
get relatively close.
Yeah.
So
Let's
roll me
it
a
and
4.
see.
Nope.
boy,
There's
that'll
an
be
8.
in.
In they go. Sending them in like so. So that's 6 total Hammer of Wrath, 2 strength 5, 2 strength more than 5.
Magnus will be strength 7 for this turn.
So
let's
Magnus
do that.
Hammer of Wrath on 2s. That's easy. So there's there. And then just you roll your 4 up for the 2 Terminators that made it in base contact.
All right.
And those are on 4s.
Okay, 4 total.
Nice. All right, so we just had I don't want to say back and forth because
Lots of deliberation,
a
yeah.
lot of chit chat,
Yeah.
and trying to figure out the right way and the spirit of the game and what they're going with. Because
Yeah.
some of the rules can still feel a little bit clunky, or they're in obscure places we can't find.
Yeah, they're just not quite FAQ'd to the right level.
Right. So my question is, and I'm curious on your guys' take, because I think we've already decided how we're going to play it.
Mm-hmm.
When I hold the line, that forces you to make a disorder charge.
Yep.
Okay. So that takes away any the extra +1 attack for charging and any bonuses or special rules or bonuses from special rules. Hammer Wrath, you still get Hammer Wrath. I'm curious
Yeah.
on your guys' take on that.
We're thinking no, because the Hammer Wrath is defined as you get additional attacks that
Right.
automatically hit.
And it is a special rule, but they don't really talk about what a bonus is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd be curious on both how you folks are playing that at home and if there is somewhere that we are missing that clarifies that. But right now it doesn't feel right. We're going to go spirit of the game and say that we don't think that works.
Yeah, and in the grand scheme too, 4 no AP hits.
It's probably not going to
decide
huge
this
difference.
combat. So
But I like to nitpick the rules to try to figure out,
yeah, that is interesting.
when it does matter.
And it always comes down to what your definition of is, right? So
Right.
what does bonus mean? It's kind of
Exactly.
a funny one that it comes down to. But
Because I didn't see at the beginning them list what a
what
bonus
is a
is.
bonus?
But again, I might have missed it. Sometimes the
Yeah.
rules are...
They're bonus attacks, sure. So we're going to say they don't count.
Alrighty. Works for me, obviously. Right over... Any other charges?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but...
That's potentially illegal.
I think you're within 12. You can call it if you
We'll
want.
roll it and surge. How about that?
That was darn close, friend.
Close.
That was darn
We're
close.
surging 5.5.
Indeed.
Free move. He needs it because
Well,
he
it
can't.
gets you up the board.
There's a half. Great.
Yeah, take it where you can get it.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, over to this combat. Are you, your active player, are you issuing a challenge?
Yes, I am.
Okay, with who?
Oh, are you all characters?
I don't know, and I'm not all characters, and I don't think these are Chosen Warriors, but I'll check for it. All right, it's the man doing it.
Coming from Magnus.
You know what? They're Chosen Warriors. I could declare with other ones, but it just feels right that this fellow would be taking it. I think my Warlord trait might force me to, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm doing it anyways.
We gotta have a good scrap.
All right, let's do this. All right, so you turn any of your powers on?
Only the simple one. Just gonna force the blade here. Interested to see what the commenters say on what the best weapon for Magnus is. It seems very clearly that if you force his blade here to be strength 12 AP 1, that's the best choice. I don't see any, because the next strongest is the Biomancer at strength 10, but now you're rending 4+, so
Yeah.
just skip all the funny business and go to AP 1.
Biomancer if you're facing a vehicle, obviously.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I'd still probably go Biomancer for vehicle, depending on what kind of vehicle it is.
yeah, I'd be
If it was decently armored.
Well, because the averages would work out the same, right? Because D3 would average to 2. But so if you need the D3 to then yeah, I
Yeah.
can see Biomancer. And just narratively, it's cool to think about him just getting super juiced up and ripping las cannons off and whacking vehicles.
Exactly. Instead of the sword glows a bit.
Sure.
Okay,
but
so
in the challenge,
try and turn force on?
So need to double the strength on a 10. That's good.
You get it?
Yep.
Cool. All right, with me being in a challenge, getting +1 attack and initiative, we're swinging at the same time. Do you want to resolve first, see if you kill me?
Yeah, sure.
I'll still get to swing back either way.
We're surprisingly evenly matched. If I didn't have my strength and toughness up, we would be almost the same stats.
Yeah,
so
very similar.
How many points is that guy?
300.
Okay, so you have a 200-point discount on me. We'll see if all the powers
Well,
matter.
you know, I don't have powers or anything like that.
Okay, we'll see, we'll see. All right, should be hitting you on 4s. Equal
Indeed,
weapon
good sir.
skill. That's a good roll for me.
It's a very solid start. 1 extra hit.
1 better.
Okay.
And I think I'll wound you on 2s.
I think you will.
Oof.
3
Of
wounding
course, the
hits, eh?
one. Yep.
Okay, so I got 4 up invulns here coming in. Oh, I shouldn't have taken damage on him earlier. Oh, okay, he's got 1 wound left.
Hey.
He's gonna hold for a turn.
All right.
And swing him back at you. I'm gonna hit you on 4s.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. It's getting done. Okay, so we got 2 misses.
Yep.
And the Paragon is gonna be bringing me up to... Actually, do I get am I in base contact with more than one guy there? I think I technically would be, wouldn't
you are. You look like you are.
I think Reaping Blow kicks off. I don't know if it works in a challenge. Okay, yeah, I'm in base contact with more than one, so Reaping Blow should work here on a 4. Nope, didn't work. See, it all balances out. Now, I'm going to only wound you on 5s because you've got your power up.
T7. Yeah, that's big.
So only
Okay.
1 wounding hit.
I assume on my 4-up invuln.
Yes, sir.
All
And
right.
he's A-okay. All right, so you've done 1 damage, and now it's initiative step 5, and the lads get to go.
All right.
And here we go. Looking at it, I'm 5 attacks each. Goes to, it's 4 base, and then goes up by 1 because you are a nemesis unit with your good weapon skill.
That seems pretty good.
So I'm still just going to be hitting you on 4s. Okay. Really solid start.
Solid, yep.
And then T5, so I'm wounding you on 4s.
I needed that power.
Yep, that could have, well, I guess it didn't
Not
make a difference.
right there, yeah.
You are going to owe me a grand total of 7 saves. And you are on your invuln.
4 up. Are they instant death?
These aren't instant death.
Okay.
No.
So you got a guy, 2 guys, and a half.
2.5. All right, 2.5 men dead. And the lads are piling in, ready to swing back at me.
So we'll go.
Okie doke, here we go. What are we swinging first?
Well, so quickly before we fight, we're going to do our Achaean Force test. So this one isn't quite the same. So that's interesting. Magnus is leadership 10, but he's not
The one doing the test?
Right. So the others are leadership 9.
Ooh, is that a fail then?
I'm not sure. We'll have to do some book reading.
And the double check was that you use
That
the
is a
leadership
fail.
of any character,
That is
not an independent character.
Very interestingly worded that you cannot use the leadership of a special character for this type of force in particular. The generic force rule might be different. I don't know, but that could matter. I'm now swinging at only strength 5.
Instead of 7.
That's right.
So you're going to wound me on 4s instead of 2s.
Would have been a big deal. Yep.
All right. 15 attacks coming in, hitting me on 4s.
4s and 4s. All right.
Okay.
Not the greatest roll in the world.
Nope, definitely subpar.
I've had some good ones though. It's okay. And 4s.
So
It
3, yep. So
doesn't
then
matter.
these are, so that's 2 Rens though, that's good.
2 Rens. Yep.
The 2 Rens are going to be 5 ups on the shields.
Okay.
Fail them both. And then a 2-up armor. Okay. So, oh, we almost held hands there. Had a moment. So one guy's going to die and the other one's going to lose a wound. I did not expect that to... I don't know what I
that's
expected, but that
interesting,
wasn't it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that gives a chance for these lads to make it in. I am fearless, so we're just going to hold.
Same. Yep.
And, well, you won combat. No, wait, did you win? No, did we tie?
You did 5 wounds to me.
Oh, okay. I won. Never mind. You're fearless
you won
and you
by
hold.
1. Yeah.
So, let's get ready for Custodes. Turn number 2. All right, next turn here for the Custodes. All I'm really worried about is this mess over here. So I think we're going to go ahead and move everything up here first. And go up there. I don't know if we'll be able to get them in when I'm done charging, because I think the gap will be plugged. I'm not going to move the Dreadnought because I don't want to give you any movement reactions. This side of the board will be a little bit more complicated, so we're going to show you what it looks like when I get back. Alright, we got this side of the board figured out. So, I did run the one lad up here to tag the objective. His companions ran up over this way, following the Claudius, which is chasing down the Sakaran. And then over on this side, the bikes moved over, which you did a withdraw to here. And then my Telemons kind of come out of the woodwork. So, that is movement done. Let's get over to shooting, where I do believe I will just begin here. Telemon shooting into your Dread. And you're going to pop your once per game reaction to allow... you get a 3-up invuln save against shooting?
Just this shooting attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, you got a psychic check to make.
Yep, and if I fail, I get a 5-up, which will be redundant with my existing 5-up.
What's your lead?
That's a
You're
pass.
fine.
9.
Cool. Alright, so the 3 shots with the Storm Cannon. Hitting on 2s. So they all hit. And then Strength HD should wound you on 3s. So we got 2 wounding hits. You get your 3-up invuln against. Pass 1, fail 1. So he takes a damage. Now we've got the Bolt Launcher. Looking for 2s. Okay, good hits. And these are Strength 6, so I'm looking for 5s to wound you. And we've got 2 wounding hits out of the bunch there. 2 ups.
4.
Okay, we're getting there. And then I've got the little Plasma Flamer. Now for the Plasma, I gotta see if I get hot. I don't. And now let's see if I can roll that for a wound. This is Strength 7. No, it doesn't wound you. You're fine. So, sustaining the fire fairly well. Could have been much worse. We've got the bikes now, so we're going to go the bike in the back, which is one of the wounded ones, firing the Adrathic at you. These aren't great at wounding you, but if they can manage to, they do good damage. So, going to hit on... or no, are these... they're AP 3. Do I even want to bother shooting them? I'll get the... You know what, I'm going to go for it. In the back. There he is. 6 up. Nope, he takes a wound. Okay, so I got 1 wound left on him. The bike up front.
Not again.
Jeez. It's happening. Okay,
Down to
he's
1.
down to 1. Very good. Very good. And then the other one. Okay, so we got 4 hits again.
4 hits again.
The exact same. We know the spread's the exact same as last time. These are going to wound on 5s with a reroll because of Armor Bearing. So we got 2 wounding hits. We got 3 wounding hits. You get your full 2-up save, just don't fail them.
Great.
Okay, so I believe instant death, so that's D3 damage to you.
Okay.
Being a Dreadnought. So 2.
Down to 2.
Alrighty. Now that that's resolved, let's go over here and have the Caladius put shots into your tank. Hitting on 2s. Good start. Very good start. And then looking for 3s to glance you. So there's 1 glance and a bunch of pens. You're just dead. So we'll check to see if any of these blow you up. None of them actually do. You're just a smoldering wreck there, friend.
Good.
And there we go. The damage is done. Not going to do any shooting over here. We're just going to go straight to charges. Starting from my Dreadnought. Charge distance on the Dread.
Into?
It's just into the squad that's already engaged.
Scrum there, alright.
Yep, I need all the help I can get. He's in. Sends him to there, and then the Heteron Guard Squad will declare the charge in as well. They get +1 to this. You're a Nemesis unit. Yeah, man. And my charge looks like this. So far, so good. Let's move to the other side of the board. Come down here. Telemon's going to declare a charge against the Dreadnought.
Alrighty. I will check the range on that.
And I believe I get a +1 to my charge.
Yeah. And you get Hammer Wrath 3.
Yes, I do.
Alright, let me see.
I'm going to hold the line to get rid of the Hammer of Wrath there. What was it, about 7-inch charge?
Maybe 8. Something like that.
Well, I'm going to throw the dice. I think
With
I
your
get...
+1, it's a 7. That's
Okay,
right.
got to show a 7.
Come on. Oh, yeah.
No, it's a fail. So I'm just going to surge forward. We're just gonna roll to see if you get the leadership test.
That's okay.
Okay, cool.
I think it's valid for their charge now, too.
Let's send the bikes in. The bikes get a nice big healthy bonus to their charge, so I'm just gonna try to not roll
Don't
low.
level 1 that.
Yeah, I think they're making it in. And they end up looking something like that. So that's it for charges. Let's go into the assault phase, and the bikes are gonna go first. These lances are sudden strike 3, so I should be swinging at initiative 8.
Ooh.
Alright, so no bonuses or anything like that. These guys are only 1 attack each. And the fact that it was disorder charge helps you out a lot here. Can I hit you on 4s? I'm only going to hit you once, so we know you're going to survive. Strength 10, Armor Bane.
Ooh. Re-rolling.
Roll. And there we go. So this is a wounding hit, AP 1.
On 5. Hey.
He's A-okay. He lives. You get to swing back.
Yeah. What's your toughness?
It should be T6.
All right. Well,
I lied. It's T5 on them, it says.
so then my key and force going to strength 11 will be important. Let's see if
Yep.
I pass. I pass, so I'm coming at you strength 11,
Whew.
hitting on 4s. Please don't do that to me.
So we got 1 hit.
Wounding on that.
Okay, now I get a 6-up invuln.
Brutal 2.
Oh, okay. 6-up invuln. One of those guys is dead. Uber dead. I lost combat, but I'm stubborn 9. Yeah, they're
You're okay.
hanging in there. All right, over to this mess. Magnus first.
Yep, let's see if I have strength 12. I sure do.
Nice.
I got 6 attacks
Okay.
on 4s into you. You match my weapon skill.
2 hits.
Oof. Hopefully enough.
It should. I only got 1 wound
On
left.
2s, no 1s. Thank you.
Okay, so you got 2 of them here.
Yeah.
What's the chance of me rolling 2 4-ups? What do you think? Oh no! So my warlord
goes down.
shall die.
But he goes down swinging.
Yes, sir. Swinging back in with that Paragon Glaive. Hitting you on 4s. Okay, I got a couple hits. And now it's strength 6. Are you back down to T6?
I'm back down to T6. I can't cast anything because all my good stuff is instead of making a shooting attack, the FAQ clarified that if you can't make a shooting attack, which I can't because I'm in combat, you cannot cast those powers.
There we go.
Very unfortunate for me. Ooh!
There's 3 wounding hits. Alrighty. 4-up invuln?
4-up invuln.
Nice.
And I have 5-up shrouded.
Okay.
Okay,
Helps
takes
with 1. You take 1 damage. And now the other the next highest initiative should be 5, which is I think most of the rest of my stuff. I'm gonna swing with my shield captain and his meridian swords. Hand cuts the clouds. This is +1 strength, AP 2, murder strike 4-up.
Sounds scary.
Well, weapon skill 6 on the captain, so looking for 3s.
Good
Okay.
hit.
And then these are going to be strength 6, so wounding on 2s, but it's murder strike 4-up. So get rid of these. You've got 2 that do instant death and 1 regular. Double check. As far as I tell, these are your choice, the order you do them in. So you got 2 instant death, 1 not.
I'll do the knot
Okay.
at the invuln.
At the invuln, yeah.
Okay. He
So 1 damage. Is
closest guy
that?
takes a wound.
Yeah, because you don't have any wounded guys in the unit.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
coming from this guy, right?
You man with the sword.
Yeah, so I'll
indeed.
put that on him
Yep.
because he's out of range of him.
Yep.
Because otherwise he'd die. Now the 2 instant deaths.
Failing both. So 2 models are going to die anyway. So that one you put a wound to and another one.
Yep.
Let's do the Heteron Guard with the just the Sentinel Blade, because why not? He should be hitting on 4s. Okay, we got 2 hits. These are strength 5. So we've got 1 wounding hit.
Okay.
Invuln save. Fail
Let's
it.
fail. Believe he's in range of him, so he'll die.
Okay. And then I've got a couple other ones I gotta resolve here. I do have an axe. So I've got a couple that are unwieldy, but then the fellow with the talons. The talons swinging, looking for 4s. Alright, so we got 4 hits, perfectly average. Strength 5, but with shred. So these are 3s with a reroll.
Needed that.
Nice. And that is 3 more invuln saves for you, good friend. And let's see what you get.
Cool.
They're
Finally
fine.
making
They
an invuln
care
save.
not. Okay, let's go on the other side and do these fellas swinging. 10 attacks out of these two lads. Hitting the Terminators on 4s. Good, good. And then my little swords are going to wound you on 3s. So you are going to owe me another 5 invuln saves onto those 2 Terminators.
All right, let's see if we can live. Math says we should.
Dice say you don't. So that's 4 fails. So I think you do have to allocate over to here first. Or sorry, those die and then the other one bumps over.
Goes over here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And now the Terminators go ahead and pile on in.
Can we squeeze? Yeah, we're in base now. Okay.
Nice. Swing into the unit of guard.
Sergeant is dead, so we're only getting 4.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get our +2 strength. We do.
Beautiful.
All
That brings
right.
you up to strength 6.
They're strength 6, correct? On 4s, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And 3s.
So 2 wounding hits, no rends
No
though, so I'm gonna get my
rends,
full
that's important.
2-up save. And yeah, they're A-okay. Next is the Dreadnought, who I don't think is gonna make it into combat. Alright, so the Dread piles in, 6 attacks coming in. Technically, until the end of the phase, the challenge still counts as being on. I don't know, you're parading my corpse around. But I did manage to get in to be able to swing. So, weapon skill 6, I'll be hitting you on 3s. That's a solid start for me. And these are Strength 8, AP 2, Instant Death. So those Terminators are taking 4-up invuln saves. Now, if you fail more than 2, the damage starts to spill into Magnus.
Okay. So.
You can just roll. They're all 4-up invuln save, I assume? Oh no, because Magnus is shrouded. Yeah, so roll
That's
these.
right. Those guys
Okay,
are
so
dead.
They're dead.
Of course.
And then these are 4-ups on Magnus. So 1 that he shrouds.
No.
He doesn't. He takes another damage. All right, whittling down his friends. And then initiative step 1, my axe and my fist are going to pile in. Now, normally the Nemesis rule means that I can't hit on worse than 4s, but the one way around that is if I'm in a challenge with a Primarch, or the unit I'm fighting is composed entirely of a Primarch. So this fist will be hitting on a 5. Boop. 2 hits. These are strength 10, so wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounding hits on him. He's gonna have to take his 4-up.
4-up invuln. Okay.
Pass them both. He's A-okay, and then the axe. All right, so yes, the Guardian axe now. Hitting on 5s. So we got 2 hits. That was a good roll.
Okay.
Strength 8, so I should be wounding on 2s. So 2 more wounding hits on him. 4-ups. Pass 1, fail 1. 5-up shroud. Does not shroud. He takes another damage. Well, I definitely won that combat. So now I've got to consolidate on in. And that is roughly what it looks like. Pretty solid for me. I had the tools to get rid of those Terminators. So, that is the end of my turn 2. You have a Warlord kill.
Yep.
So that is worth, we don't know, we roll it at the end of the game. But I do have 4 points for holding these objectives. And I'm really starting to push because now I'm holding that one. And I'll be getting there eventually too. So, that will bring us to turn 3 for the 1,000 Suns. And here we go. Start of the turn for Mr. Payne. You got a little roll to make there, friend.
Yeah.
You got a little roll to make.
It could be important. Great. See you next turn.
I'll let you just bring him in if you want.
Nah, we got it. This is putting Magnus to the test.
Oh, okay.
He's looking a little pale, but he can do it.
Yep, okay. You ever going to deep strike anything else again in any other games you play?
I've been failing these rolls for 2 editions now. I'm sticking to my guns.
Now, if you want to, I don't know if you realize, you can bring that command rhino. That allows you to re-roll it.
Yeah, I've tried that.
Oh.
It's an expensive reroll.
Yeah,
That can get shot off the board.
Or
if
charged.
someone were so inclined
Or
to be rude in that way.
Well, not much happening here.
We're gonna chug on up here.
Yep, there he goes. You can shoot at these guys.
I could shoot those guys, or I could hold this guy up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many hull points does he have? Probably something
more
absurd.
than 2. More than 2.
Yeah, I don't...
Opting to chug up the board over this way.
Yep.
Which, you're within 12. I might just advance on you. Get advanced on.
Well, that'll be it for a very spicy movement phase.
Okay.
Ready for shooting?
I will shroud.
Alrighty. Right here, heavy bolters.
Yep.
On 3s. Twin link, don't need it. And 4s. 2.
It's going to be 2 2-ups, followed by 5-up. Okay, there we go.
Good work.
Bounces
now, the las cannons.
Many las cannons coming in.
Twin linked.
Okay.
Okay, we're good there.
2s to
And
wound.
we'll wound on 2s. Okay, 3.
3 of them. All right, 5-up invuln save because of the shield. And then a
Spike
5-up
man.
2 dodge.
Gonna go that way, huh?
Yep, it's going to be like that, friend.
Oh.
You know, a while ago, somebody was saying in the comment section that they're going to start a drinking game that every time I said friend, they were going to take a shot. You know what happened to them?
I don't imagine it's good.
I was going to assume they're dead.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Didn't see them commenting again.
No, I
I'll
haven't
tell you
seen
that.
Now, is the Dreadnought going to opt to shoot over, or will he be charging in?
He's gonna charge.
Okay, so I think we're over to that phase then, eh?
Yeah, I guess you've mitigated my shooting.
Just a
Okay.
titch. Yep.
Yep, and my psychic, because all psychic stuff is done in shooting. So once you're fighting, now does that seem fair?
Well, you know what? I could imagine with them all yelling nerd really, really loud, it's
Yeah.
tough for him to concentrate.
Okay, well here's a charge, friend.
All right,
6.
that's a good charge, friend.
We're going here.
Yep, you charging that over
Impact
there.
attacks. Doing work.
I guess we're right over to that. Yeah. So we're
Feels
into
good.
this combat.
Feels good.
Will you be issuing a challenge with Magnus?
I suppose I'd better.
Okay, and I will accept it with my shield captain.
Great.
And now we're over to initiative step impact attacks. So, let's see what you got. Hammer of Wrath 3.
Automatically hitting. Wound is on a 2.
Whoo! I got 2 up armor saves there.
Careful.
We're
Alright.
okay. All right, initiative 6 on both of us, so I guess you're doing the swinging. I'm only weapon skill 6 on this one, though.
Ah. Well, then I'll hit you on 4s.
Okay, what,
Well, maybe
what,
3s.
what power are you trying to turn on?
We gotta go for the force, double strength.
Okay.
That's a pass.
Yes, sir, it is.
Alrighty. And then my weapon skill is 7, so I will hit you on 3s. That'll be good.
Whoa.
And I think strength 12 AP1 will likely wound you on 2s. Tell
Probably
me if
gonna
I'm
kill me.
wrong. That's 5.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken it with him. I'm realizing
Well,
somebody else should have done the
It's
challenge.
a
but that's
test
okay.
drive. You're trying them out, right?
Yep, that's fair. How many did you make?
5.
5? 5 4-ups coming up. I forgot this one's not immune to instant death.
Ooh. I think I may have you.
Yep, so he's going to die, but he's going to swing first.
Great.
It's going to be 5 swings on 5s. Okay, so we got 2.
Okay.
And then these are strength 6. So wounding on force?
Yep.
Nope, he
All
didn't
right.
get it.
Good stuff.
Didn't think about that one.
That's a squish.
All right, we tied it a little bit up just to make it make a little bit more sense. Because the intent here is that you wanted as few swings coming into Magnus as possible.
Right.
So we're going to change that Dreadnought charge to a disordered charge,
Yep.
targeting the Contemptor and that squad there.
Yep.
So that's fine. We're all good in the world. Let's continue on. Initiative step 5, which will be the claw, the sword, and the swords. Okay, let's go the sword into the Dreadnought. Okay, so swinging here, I should have 5 attacks, 4 base, and 1 because you're a Nemesis unit. Hitting you on, what's your weapon skill, 5?
Yes.
Hitting on 4s with the sword. Only the 1, and then this should be wounding you on 6s. I should have thrown a melt bomb at you. Oh well.
Do it.
Didn't think about
You
it.
let me take backsies. Go for it.
No, it's good. It's good. The Talon will get a reroll. Oh, maybe I should just do melt bombs. They all get on those two is what I'm saying. No, you know, I'm going to change it. He will be doing a Melt-A-Bomb now that I think about it, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take that Melt-A-Bomb back. Okay, let's go here. Into Magnus. 10 attacks into Magnus, looking for 5s and 5s, and that's from the Unit 2 Sword and Board. He's the only thing that they could swing at. Okay, so we got 2 hits. No wounds. He's safe for now. And that brings us to initiative step 4, where we get some Dreadnought versus Dreadnought action happening. Who's your Dreadnought going to swing into?
That's a good question. Is your Dreadnought weapon skill 5?
He's weapon skill 6.
Then the other guys who are just weapon skill 5.
Veteran Guard.
I will hit them on 4s. Disordered charge.
It's 2 hits.
Wounding on 2s.
We got 2 wounding hits. This is what, brutal 3?
It's brutal lots. Yep, brutal 3. AP
Strength?
2. Strength 10.
Oh, it is strength 10. Okay, so this will insta-kill, guys. Brutal 3, eh? Let's put it onto the shield there first. Nope, he
gets zapped.
He's pretty dead. And then we will put it onto Claw Guy, I guess. Yeah, we'll put it onto Claw Guy. No, we'll put it onto Axeman. Nope, Axeman is dead.
Won't be axing anybody questions.
Alright, I get 5 attacks. Dread v Dread. These are going to hit you on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. No! That's a rough roll. Oh, not what I wanted to see. Okay. Well, that's just how she goes.
I guess we need to resolve combat.
No, I still got the Melt-A-Bomb.
Oh,
and
there
the
you go,
fist.
yep.
So the Melt-A-Bomb first. Misses. And then let's do the Gauntlet into the Dread. Hitting on
a lot of swings.
4s. Okay, we got 2 there. These are going to wound you on 2s. 2 wounding hits.
All right. 2, 3. If that's on the invuln, that's 2
on the
wounds.
invuln, yes,
All right.
sir.
Down to 5.
All right. So, I did lose combat. Because you killed more stuff. I didn't do awful, though, but I'm stubborn 9 here. So, stubborn 9 on the Heteron Guard. They might be 10. I'll check after. They're fine.
You're good.
The Custodian Guard Squad are good. And then the Dreadnought's obviously fine. Okay. 1 more combat to take care of. While we're over here, just do the You'll Not Die on what, a 5?
That's right. It's a 5.
5. Okay. Get a wound back. Uh-oh.
Nice. Helps.
He's starting to come back to life. Over to this side now. Each of these bikes get a single attack. Let's just get you up in there. And I'm going to hit you on 4s, wound you on 2s.
All right.
Okay. It wounds. Invuln save.
That'll pass. Single attack. That hurts.
Yep.
I have 3 attacks.
You got to turn force on, right?
Yes. Good question. That's a fail.
Okay. Does anything bad happen? No, it just doesn't go off.
For that particular type of force, there's no downside. If it was normal force, which is double, there would be perils.
Gotcha.
All right. 3 attacks. Only a measly strength 9. That'll be 2 hits.
Okay.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. They brutal 2?
They are.
Okay, so over here first, 6 ups. Yeah, he's dead. And then the other guy, he fails both, but this is strength 9.
That's right.
So he's got 1 wound left on that bike.
Nice.
And that's the end of, what was this, turn 3 for you.
That's right.
So, not bad. Magnus is holding his own with the help of that Dreadnought.
Yeah.
And I gotta see if I can't counterattack and do something about all this. So, let's move over to my turn number 3. No? Turn? Oh, you did. Yeah. You seized the initiative. Yeah. Custodes turn 3. Okay, at this point I should be securing probably the victory. I'm gonna get another 1, 2, 3 victory points, which should put me to 7.
Yep.
And then, yeah, let's make some stuff happen here. Movement will be simple. think I'm hanging tight here. This side of the board, the Telemon is just going to move himself up. And then over here, there'll be a bit of a shuffle. Yeah, these guys are just going to go run and touch the objective. Collect evidence of all the things that have been done wrong. And just hover over there. I won't be able to get shots. Don't get the movement to get to where I need to be or want to be. But that's okay. I'll get you with melta bombs. I think I'm skipping the shooting phase too. I'm just going to go straight to charges. So, Custodian Guard Squad there, going to charge your Spartan.
Okay.
You want to do your shoots with your guns?
I should.
Yeah, you may as well. You get the heavy bolters at me. Overwatch. Twin linked. Didn't do much better for us.
All right.
This may kill a man.
Come on.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled 2.
Okay. 4 up, you live.
A 4 up, I live. 4 up, it was that dice I was supposed to roll. Okay, yeah. So we're good. Charge distance. I get a bonus to this.
You're in.
Heyo. Hello, hello. Over to the other side of this board. We're going to charge Mr. Telemon Dreadnought in.
Come on.
And he makes it. Bump. That'll bring us to combat, where we'll do this one first.
Sure.
We'll swing the stick at you. I hit. I wound. You take a damage.
I hurt.
Hammer of Wraths, I forget about them. You're T7, right?
That's right.
1 wound to take.
On a 2. Oh boy. Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go initiative 4 then.
I'll
Turn force on.
Test for force. That's a pass.
Okay. Who you swinging at?
I guess I should hit the bike to kill
If
it.
you're looking for unit kills, then yeah, that's the way to go.
Can I split the attacks? No, that'd be stupid. Okay, I'll do the bike on 4s
Yep.
and 2s.
The bike might just live, friend.
Wow.
7 attacks with a Dreadnought. I'm going to be hitting you on 3s because of better weapon skill.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I needed it. Wounding on 2s, strength 10, AP 2. So there's 2 saves you're going to have to make there.
See if we can spike 2 5s. Boxcars.
Okay. You're in it to win it.
All right.
I guess it's just a push. We just kind of look at each other.
Good.
Confused. Over to here now. Let's put some melta bombs onto a...
Spartan.
Oh, do I want to do that?
Like it exploded.
Yeah, I don't want to get exploded because I might kill that guy. So I guess we'll do this combat first. No, but he might explode and kill these guys. Yeah, no, whatever. Melta bombs onto the Spartan. So I'm going to do the 3 swings into you. Hitting on 2s. So they're all going to hit.
You've done it.
Looking for a 6 to glance you. That's a pen. That's a pen. That's a pen.
Okay.
3 penetrating hits. AP 1, so +2 to this roll.
Oof. Exploded.
There he goes.
Good.
D6 explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. There he goes.
3 on your guys.
Yes, sir. They're all going to wound. 2 ups. So he kills man.
They T5.
Yeah.
And explosions. Yeah. Okay. I'm
Strength
good.
8.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you're hitting quite a bit more, so we'll do the 2 Custodian Guard here.
Got him.
Okay. 2 up armor saves on them.
Let's get the last guy. Okay.
No, he's still alive. My Dreadnought.
Nope.
Your Dreadnought. Yes.
2 up armor.
You're fine. And then 1 man over here.
A wound.
Okay. 2 up. He's fine.
And my Magnus.
Oh, yes, the Magnus. Does not get
Ooh.
wounded. He saw that coming.
He real strong.
A mile away. So the Spartan is gone.
Yep.
And I may consolidate. Oh, well, here we go.
Here it is.
Who's going to take... You know what? Guy with 1 wound here is a challenging Magnus.
I suppose I have to take it.
You do. And then technically, I guess you guys swap positions. Whoop.
And
That
then-
was unnecessary. Could have swapped the wound. But hey,
Fair.
that looks cooler.
Yeah.
Magnus is the fastest of lads out right now.
Very good. Do I have strength 12? I do.
You know what? I think I may have cheated you last time with the initiative characteristic. Did my character do any wounds to you?
No. Because I will not die to 4 and you haven't taken any.
Okay, right. Yeah, my character was the warlord trait that gives me the bonus initiative, so
I
he shouldn't
see.
have got it. But sounds like it works out. Okay, swinging in now. You're gonna hit me on 3s.
Ooh.
Good
Magnus
roll.
likes that guy.
Good roll.
2s. AP 1.
Yep. These are strength 12, right?
Yep.
He did.
Okay.
So he's gone. But doesn't spill over because of how challenges work now.
Yep.
And initiative step, try to hit the dreadnought. Do I stick with the melt-a-bomb there? It's only one attack, but it's got the best chance to do it. You know what? I'll swing with the claws and hope for the best.
Okay.
All right, the talons. Does the chicken have large talons? Gonna hit you on 4s. Okay. Not the best, not the worst. And then these are only at strength 6 compared to your 8. So I'm looking for, yeah, because you're T8 on him, right?
Right.
Looking for 6s. With shred. Okay, there's 1 to make there. Oh,
That'll save.
make your invuln save. Initiative step 4. Dread v Dread. Oh, and actually, technically, you would pile in and swing at Magnus
yeah.
at the same time.
You want to go ahead?
So it should be 4 attacks. Yep, 5 attacks. On 5s. Yeah, he just misses them.
All right.
Oh!
I'll go my dread into the claw guys over there.
Yep.
On 4s.
Yeah, you got a hit.
That's a wound.
I'll put it onto the man with claws.
Brutal 3.
Yep. He did.
Okay.
Kind of not what I wanted because that leaves him in base contact with Magnus and not the Dread. So I'm going to have to swing into Magnus here, but I probably would rather swing into the Dread. But who cares? Initiative step 4. My Dread not swinging into yours.
Okay.
Gonna get 5 attacks on you, hitting on 4s. Okay. And then these are going to wound you on 4s. Oh no, sorry, hit on 3s. Yeah, sorry, one more hit. I was hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. 2 wounding hits, 2 invuln saves.
5s.
Okay.
Down to 3.
These are instant death, so these are D3 apiece.
Oh, okay.
So instead,
Don't do it.
ooh,
Ooh.
6 damage. Does that kill you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
1 extra. Exploding an inch. I get 2 guys.
You do. You do. So against my Dread,
T7, that should be a
yep,
wound.
Yep, that'll be a wound. 2 up. He's fine.
And your
against-
fist. That's a wound.
Yep, and he saves.
All right.
So now we have the fist into Magnus, which should be 5 attacks. These used to be mastercrafted. And hit you on 5s. Okay, we got 2 hits, and then wound you on 2s. That's 2 wounding hits onto the big lad.
Okay. Before I forget, the Dreadnought exploded into Magnus too, probably.
Oh, okay,
you
yeah.
want to roll that wound real quick?
Yep. Does it wound him? It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
See, good. It's fine.
All right. Those other 2 are on 2 armor or invuln?
Invuln.
4 up invuln. Ooh.
Feel them both.
Down to 2.
We're working.
Magnus,
We're
get
working.
out of this. Come on, buddy.
All right. Huh. Interesting. Did I lose combat there? I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you
no,
did.
because the Dreadnought caused a ton of damage with that instant death.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's go over to your turn 4, I believe.
Yep.
Well, those Terminators are just going to be showing up, so we'll see where they end up. As I double check the rules for my Shrikes. I think that's only on a Deep Strike Assault with multiple units that works, though. And here they come.
Yep. It's kind of treacherous terrain everywhere, but I need to be relatively close so I can charge in this turn. So hope for a small scatter. This way 3 inches. I think we can handle that.
You should be fine. Now for the air ray shrikes or whatever they're called that everybody has, it is more it's a deep strike assault. When you check to see if it's disordered, it's on a 1 or 2.
Oh.
So that's all it is. Right. You don't get a roll for it though because.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Fair enough.
Yeah, because it's just his unit coming in, so you get to place him now.
Here's some Congo.
And the squad shows up. That's in coherency.
Yep.
So I think we are good. And let's go over to
movement.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we'll scoot up just within an inch of the dreadnought.
Oh, you can't move after you deep strike.
Oh, you can't.
No, you can charge after though.
Ah, that's what I was thinking.
So you can just deep strike differently if you want to be super close to him.
No, I'm okay.
Well, okay. Well, I hope you don't roll double 1s on your charge then. All right, so moving phase is over.
Yep.
And then, yeah, shooting. Oh no, I guess I'll do my intercept here.
Oh, yep.
All right, I bugged John enough to change his deep strike. And then, so the intercept here. Boop. And then these are going to wound on 4s with shred. With shred. 3 saves. Just roll 2 1s for me.
Knowing me, I will. Okay.
Oh, you rolled 1.
Just 1.
1 lad takes the damage. And now over to some psychic tests.
Yep. So in the shooting phase, the Praetor will give the unit Hammer of Wrath on a 10. That's a pass.
Okay.
And the Sarge from this unit will cast the Biomancy power, pushing it for +1 strength and toughness.
What happens when he fails?
So now we are back at the same issue, except I know that this power does not explicitly say it's right, because
oh yeah, let's take a little look.
Is he leadership 10 or is he 9? Because the Sarge is 9, but he's 10.
Yeah, you're not using it's the Psyker himself that's casting, so you're stuck using his leadership.
Yep. So that'll be a perils. So I get Adamantium Will 6 up because of Magnus.
And it's D3.
It'll be
damage?
D3, and I reduce it by 1 also because of Magnus. So
that's going to be 2 then. That you got to take on.
Or was that the Adamantium Will? I believe the Adamantium Will comes before the...
Oh, is that just to negate all, or is that damage mitigation for Adamantium
It's an
Will?
invuln save.
Okay, yeah, so it's D3 wounds.
Which I reduce by 1.
So it's going to be 2 wounds that you get to ignore on 6s because of the Adamantium Will.
Yep. And I can allocate these however I like.
Right.
As it's written, it sounds like I could just give 1/1, but I won't do that. I'll just kill him and
I think, yeah, generally speaking, you're not allowed to, unless it's character. So I guess you could put 1 on him, and then the other one would have to go over there. Yeah. But you could just not put 1 on your sergeant.
Yep.
Looking like so. Okay. Not ideal.
No, I'll be strength and toughness 4. It's unfortunate.
Right where you want to be. Yep.
Yep. Alrighty. Suppose we won't be shooting with the rest of the squad because we need to charge in here.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then, so we're just right over to charges?
I think I'm in.
Huzzah, and I guess...
I got Hammer of Wrath, so I'll try to wrap.
All right, you got a million Hammer of Wrath coming in.
The boys coming in to save Magnus, so I've got 2 in base contact over there, so 4 on strength 4. Wish it was strength 5, but that was a good roll.
That was a really good roll anyways. I got 3 2-up saves. You almost died.
Ooh.
And then you got 3 that got into this guy.
Mm-hmm. On 5s, I got 3.
Okay.
Don't fail them all.
He's only 2 wound over there, so he takes a wound.
Okay.
We got 8 into the dreadnought.
On 6s. Nope.
Okay. Cool. Well, you did more than I thought you would.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Praetor. 10.
Yep. Well, fine then.
No. I counted him. It was only 8. We're good.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
You gonna do this combat or the other one first?
I guess we're over here.
That works. Are you issuing a challenge with anyone?
I know you will, so yes.
All right. Actually, yeah. You issue I'll take it with the fellow with the, nope. It's gonna be the guy with the sword.
Okay.
All right, Megan's got the highest initiative, swinging into Mr. Man with the sword.
Is he strength 12? Yes.
Yeah.
On 3s?
That works.
And on 2s. Ooh. Only 3, but
3, but it's just gonna kill me if I don't make all my 6-ups.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, 5-ups. He's
Ooh.
gonna shield.
Got him.
And he just explodes
Explodes him.
into the warp.
Uh-oh.
Oop,
Okay.
oop. All right, so Praetor here is gonna do a psychic test.
Yep, he'll be seeing if we can use Biomancer's Rage. That is a big pass. Strength 10, Rending 4+. So,
Ooh, okay, nice.
Yep.
And that's into the dread. What's
that's
your weapon
into the
skill,
dread.
friend?
We are weapon skill 6.
Okay, hit me on 4s.
All right, only 2. Oh,
These are 2s to wound.
Rending 4. 2 rends.
2 rends. I get a 4-up involvent on him. They pass one, fail one.
Okay.
They're not instant death or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Brings Megalitus down to 5 wounds. Boop. Get rid of that. Or no, what was that on? I think that was on my guy there.
Yeah, probably.
So Galatus is at 5, and it's his turn to swing back. He's going to get a grand total of 5 attacks, swinging into your Terminators, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
If I can get the dice to... Whoop. So we got 1 miss.
Okay.
Pull that back in. Strength 8, so I'm going to wound you on 2s.
Okay.
These all wound. These are instant death into those Terminators. 4 up invulns.
1 dies.
All right. Managed to explode 1.
Yep.
And then initiative step, Chain Fist, and Solarite Power Gauntlet.
Yeah. Go ahead with yours.
All right, so I'm going to get 5 attacks into your squad there. Hitting on 4s.
I'll be piling in.
2 hits, 2s to wound. And then there's 2 wounding hits into them. Strength 10.
They're okay.
Oh, no. Oh, my.
Oof, go 5.
So 5 attacks, so 2 of them going into him, everybody else into the Dread.
And he's the Sarge, so he's got an extra attack.
That's a good start.
4 hits.
2s.
Wounds on 2s.
Okay. Okay. Got 3 saves to make here. 5 ups. Now he would have been dead anyways.
All right.
So he's gone. And then many swings into my Dreadnought.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
15 swings, because we didn't add the charge bonus into the other one. Oh yeah, it's a multi-charge, right?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'll
why we
be,
didn't.
Only 10.
Okay,
Hopefully
10 attacks into the Dread
that's
on
all I
5s.
need. Yeah, that's the tough part, right?
That is. So you got
Only 3. And 2's re-rolling for Armor Bane.
Yes, sir.
Who knew I'd need it? Okay.
So we got 3 saves I'm going to have to make on Mr. Dread there. And these are 4 up invulns. Oh, he takes 3. He's down to 2. Well, anyways, 2s shouldn't have done it, but it doesn't matter. I'm down to...
3.
Yes, sir. Whoa! I don't think I'm going to live. I really thought I was going to get Magnus, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get Magnus. Another combat to take care of. For that, it will not die while we're here.
Nope.
He might die. Let's swing my 1 swing with the bike over here. 4 to hit you. Oh, it hit.
Oh!
Strength 10, Armor Bane. He wounds you.
4 up invuln.
Got him.
He explodes.
Okay, you want to just take the Strength 8 wounds against both of them?
Yep, on the
bike?
bike.
Bike wounds. Bike lives.
On the Dreadnought.
Fails to wound.
Nope. Good job, buddy.
And we'll do a little consolidate action. Alrighty. That's the end of the turn. Things looking pretty brutal. Magnus really showing up, doing some work,
Yeah,
along with his
doing work.
Terminators. But let's go over to my turn. What would be 4?
Should be.
My turn number 4. And I'm going to score points again. So I think I'm going to get it on points. So there's another 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm at like 11 or something.
Yeah, I
goofy.
mean,
I don't think you can catch
I
up.
have no line, right? We knew you'd have the points. So.
Yeah, I wasn't sure for a little while there, but I was able to persevere.
Yeah.
But let's wrap this turn up, see how it goes.
Cool.
It's going to be this combat.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
all
call
I'm
it
doing.
after that. Yep.
The Dreadnought shall stand alone. These guys have a job to do, and that's to get me points every turn. So they're going to, run themselves over to this side. The Dreadnought told them to.
Poor Dreadnought's been waiting around to swing into Magnus this whole time.
But he's free.
He earned it.
The goose is loose. Yeah, let's see what we can't do. So we're going to go straight to combat.
Okay, you'll be hitting on 5s.
Magnus is going to do a thing first, though, right?
Yeah, we'll see if I can get strength 12. I do.
And I'm only initiative 4 on him, so you're going to get some swings at him before.
Yeah, so we'll see if we can down him.
I think you pulled the wounds. You had 3 wounds left, though? Oh, no, they're over there.
Yeah,
okay.
it's over there.
So Magnus sitting on 3s.
On 3s. Come on, buddy, we need you. And 2s. All right, 4.
4 of them, eh? 4 ups.
Fail him. He goes down.
Down he goes. He could not hold. How big does he blow up? 4 inches. I think he catches everything here.
He hits everybody, and they're
Just do
all
me a favor
at
and
least
see.
2 wounds. But
Do me a favor. Well, it's strength 8, though.
oh, fair enough.
So roll. How many Terminators you got nearby?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Let's see if I can wound him. I want to see what vengeance I get.
Want to
from the
do
grave.
something.
2s. All right, you got 6 saves to make.
That's 6. Hey.
They're a-okay. They hold.
You want the... Okay.
Dreadnought goes
You
down.
get instant death, my Praetor.
Was he not counted amongst the Terminators?
He was not.
Oh, okay.
I guess
here.
he is a Terminator, sorry.
Technically, yeah, no, it's
I
all
lied
good.
when I answered your question.
Make one more save. Okay, yeah, you're
Okay.
fine. It wouldn't have killed him anyways. You could have killed somebody else.
Fair.
And the last turn would probably be you kind of cleaning up and me getting more points. So
Yep.
foregone conclusion. I think we've shown off everything. I don't want to take it away from you. If there's
Yeah.
anything else cool you want to do.
No, I've obviously spent lots of time painting Primarchs, or my Primarch, as you do when you get your Primarch. Had a good little time. So wanted to try him out. It's the first time I tried him out this week.
Nice.
I've played him once or twice before, and he just tends to get bogged down in combat, right? Which is, he did well. The other times it's been against Leman Russ, and he just dies after 3 turns or something, right?
Gotcha.
And can't do any damage. So this was a little more enjoyable. You know.
Well, I tell you what. Let's get ready for the post game.
Oh, I was
we'll
jumping
give
into it. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
And in the MiniWarGaming Vault, paired with this Heresy match, you better believe there's more. This one in particular will be Thousand Suns against the Space Wolves. This will be available to our Vault members and YouTube members. If you want to know more, click on the link down below, and that'll redirect you to this video and where you need to be.
Here we go. Welcome to our post game chat. Where we sit and chat post game.
About the game
I just really wanted to get
and
a
other
share.
things.
All right, so what do you think overall? Let's talk. I guess technically this is probably the first time we're showing off the Custodians.
Yeah.
What do you think of them?
I like it. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually played Custodes in the previous edition, but they had the reputation of being very powerful. I've seen a few bat reps, and I've seen where the your warlord level character for
the Tribune.
300 something points can kind of lock down a Primarch for a full game, right? And it seems like they fixed that. He held his own against Magnus, but given that Magnus is almost double his points, Magnus did eventually win. I feel like that is right.
Yep.
So that was good. They did you dirty with the bikes. Or
The bikes were
maybe,
kind of weirdly like that
Yeah.
before. They didn't implode. I think they only had 2 wounds before, but they were T6. I think they're printed as T5 now.
yeah.
But the
and
weapons
save,
were gets
right?
hot before. But the problem is that, the weapons before, I'd roll gets hot, but then I get a 2-up armor save.
Right. But this guy has a 2-up armor save. But if he gets on a bike, now it's a 3-up.
Because they're wearing half plate, they're not wearing Custodian.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought it was just going to be the jump guys that had the worst save, a 3-up,
Yeah.
6-up. But it's the bikes as well have a 3-up, 6-up.
Yeah.
And they lost a point of toughness, so I don't know if they're going to
No.
amend some stuff. Like we talked about, because I was going to bring Valdor, but
Yeah.
Valdor's rules printed as we could tell, he's not Fearless or Eternal Warrior, which makes 0 sense. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to... I'm annoyed by it. I didn't want to show off something I was annoyed by right away, but I think that they just messed up the copy and paste.
Yeah.
So that's always a rough one. But I assume that this is another one that the book will come out.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, the guns are nasty.
Much shorter range compared to before.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So the Dreadnought has one of the longest guns in the game, but it's a 12-inch range. I found that a little
I don't know if
weird.
that's the right model or if I should have had the other model, but it's not that much
okay.
shorter.
Sure.
Because now that one's 12-inch range. The other one's 24-inch range, which I think I probably am going to take more often anyways.
Yeah.
The not the Storm Cannon is cheaper.
Yeah.
Better range.
So,
no,
I
I
mean,
think the other one is actually longer than that one. So the other one's a Brutal 2 Strength 8 AP3 weapon.
Okay. I could see the shorter range, But yeah, just I don't know, seemed a little weird, but
For anybody wondering, Telemons are heavy, so you're not running with them.
yeah. So yeah, no, I think they seem good. I mean, what do you think?
Overall, yeah, because I played them a little bit. No expert. We lost a lot of the special rules. Like everybody used to have a laundry list of like all the special rules in the game.
Yeah.
So there's a lot less like move through cover and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
They upped the attacks overall, and they decreased your survivability.
Yeah.
So looking at this kind of realistically now, you're mostly 6-up invuln saves everywhere.
Yeah, that one hurts.
The shield only brings you to a 5-up.
Yeah.
They're not -1 to be hit in combat anymore, but your weapon skill 5, it would be insane if they made
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I understand that. The shields are, I don't know, depending who you put them on, they're about 10 points.
Yeah. I think normal Marines, right, I ran an only Terminator list, and so Terminators kind of held their own, but I mean, you saw what happened to mine that charged in with Magnus and kind of got stuck.
Well,
right?
normally I would have struggled with Terminators because all these weapons I was hitting you with weren't AP2 before. They're, the spears were only AP2 on the charge. The swords could rend.
Yeah.
And it was what you were relying on. And yeah, so it was a lot more AP3. So it's a lot more AP2 in the list. So we're more brutal in that way. And like I said, we upped the amount of attacks plus the rules for Nemesis stuff.
Yeah, the Nemesis thing was helpful. So yeah, that's interesting. So normal Marines, you probably wouldn't get that against, right?
No, not unless
Because they're base 4 stats.
Yep. So you got to be. It's not all of the stats, but pretty much any of these stats if you're 5 or higher. Or there's a laundry list of different unit types, and it's basically anything that's not just regular infantry.
Okay.
Like regular infantry and bikes, no.
Yeah.
But pretty much Dreadnought, Automata, and any other keyword you can think of are Nemesis.
Yeah.
Or if the enemy warlord's in that unit.
Gotcha. But then you're AP2, so you probably don't need the help against normal infantry anyway. So, yeah, I think they have a good tool bag.
Well, yeah, you would get the extra attack, potentially.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, always nice to clear stuff out quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for anybody wondering the way that Deep Strike stuff works now, the Tribune in Valdor can buy a teleport transponder array, which I believe, don't quote me on it, because we're not doing, Man Reed's book where I just, show you the entire book here. And I think it's him and 3 infantry squads can Deep Strike.
Yep.
Which could be brutal for the Custodians. That would definitely be a solid way to play, but I didn't want to run the risk of like not showing up. And
You can't get a command rhino, so careful.
Yep. I don't know if there's any other ways around that.
Yep.
But everybody comes with the Shrikes. The Shrikes do different stuff now. It's just outflanks and deep strikes are disordered.
Yep.
On a 1 or 2.
Okay.
And I think it's if anybody in the board has the Shrikes. What are some other major changes here? Like I said, the AP, your more attacks overall. Mobility. We'll talk about mobility a bit because there's 2 things that can transport in this. One of them's a flyer, and the other is the Cronus Grav Carrier, which I still believe is not an assault vehicle.
Yep.
And that holds 12, but you're like bulky 3 on all your guys.
Yep.
So,
But your base,
it probably holds more than that now, but it's still not going to hold a giant squad.
But your base move is 8, and your initiative 5 generally.
Yes.
So you're running 13 inches. You're pretty mobile to start with, so I mean it's nice to have the more transport options, but you're moving way faster than Terminators, right?
Right, and that's part of the talking point. Is I'm going like, Marines can run almost as quick.
Yeah.
But I get the bonus charges against a lot of stuff too. I can't run and charge.
Yeah.
But yeah,
your line, you have very mobile, very durable line in the grand scheme of the Heresy.
Well, yeah, being T5 is T5 with the 2-up is nothing to sniff at.
Yeah.
And that's where if they're firing their anti-tank weaponry at those guys to make them take their invuln saves, they're not shooting it at your other tough killers.
Yeah, right.
Telemon, like I said, Telemon limited range is kind of a thing, and with him being heavy, I'm curious to see how people play him now. The Contemptor Galatus is fantastic.
Yeah.
He's definitely an elite killer because he's running like 12. And he gets there should be a grand total of bonus 2 to charge something that's a Nemesis unit.
Yeah.
Or +1 to charge something else. He's only 4 attacks base, but they're strength 8 instant death.
Yeah, I was surprised the sword, Yeah, so it's only +1 strength because it's instant death, right? That's kind of the trade-off on the sword.
So, well, the sword isn't bonus. The sword is just base strength 8.
Okay, interesting.
Because I don't know if he's strength 7 or 8 or whatever built in.
Okay.
But the sword has a fixed strength of 8.
Okay, so because he's base strength 8, if he's a normal contemptor, right?
Then
so,
that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, so the sword's kind of just +1 for him. I feel like, right, like my Dreadnought has a sword. It's strength 9 and 11 if I push it, right? So I'm surprised it's not stronger, but I think the instant death rule takes care of it, right?
In a roundabout way, I don't mind it because him swinging on other Dreadnoughts. Because if it wasn't like it needed to be brutal or instant death, I mean, like I would have rather it be brutal probably.
Yeah.
But it is okay. So just straight instant death is kind of nice to bubble more wounds into the dreads and stuff like that, and then stuff that's T5 or above.
I get so like with the instant death thing, right? I only got 2 saves, and then you spiked it into 6 damage, whereas brutal.
Well,
so
if he was brutal 3, you would have had to take.
I would have had to take
6 saves.
6 saves, but you could do a maximum of 6 wounds if I fail them all.
If it was brutal 3 and you were I got 2 through, yeah.
Yeah. Then on average, yeah. I guess on average I take more if it's brutal.
Brutal's probably a better.
Yeah, brutal's better. Maybe this is how much brutal do you have?
Not very much.
So I just talking around with you guys at MiniWarGaming, it seems like there's a lot of concern around brutal being too powerful.
I wouldn't say concern. For me, and I can't speak for the other guys because they're not here, for me it's not concern it's too good, it's confusion about what gets brutal and what doesn't. Because it is a good rule.
You mean why some things get brutal and some
Correct.
don't? Similar to what we're talking about,
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, I wonder if this is being the latest book, if they, the rules writers caught on to brutal being kind of...
I gotta believe that these books were probably already good to go before everything launched.
Yeah, maybe.
Like maybe they weren't printed yet, but they were ready to get printed.
Yeah. Then I'm just even more confused why there's no brutal.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not a brutal weapon.
Yeah, at least in my army, there's nothing with the flat instant death rule.
There's a little bit of it here. And then there's some murderous strike stuff. Overall, I mean, it's fun to play, and I'm curious to see how this plays against other lists, both more and less elite.
Yeah.
Because Primarchs are going to be spooky anyways, but that was the thing. Playing Custodes before, generally speaking, if I saw a Primarch, I was happy.
Yeah.
Because he's a point sink that I'm going to tar pit.
Yeah. And you did that. You did do that.
Yep.
But you paid a lot more points to do it than you would have last edition.
Exactly.
And if you had chosen to do the shenanigans of accepting a challenge with your nobodies, you could have really...
I could have kept him tied up forever. Yeah, I could have been more efficient.
Down, right? And, I had some options too with sergeants, and we just kind of handshake agreed to not do that. And
that would have been boring.
Because of it, right? But yeah, if that's the kind of way you want to play, then it is possible. Rules is written. So.
Looking at Chosen Warrior, yeah, and hopefully Chosen Warrior is one of those rules that I can use, but I don't need to kind of bring them up to where I want them to be.
Yeah.
But the time will tell.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this game in specific. What was the big tail of the tape turning point kind of for you? What was the big thing one way or another?
It was getting stuck in combat over here, right? So if Magnus just kind of wipes the squad and then can get away and start taking you off objectives, that was really my only hope, was to limit your objectives, given that I can't score. So yeah, just it was probably not the wisest thing to do to jump into that combat so early.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of what we wanted to show, and honestly, if it was a normal game, I wouldn't have thought about it, and I just would have done it anyway. So
totally.
So yeah, I'm when I failed the psychic check to get my +2 strength to get strength 7, I thought it was over, but then the dice rolled and that wouldn't have been the case anyway. So yeah, I mean, every game I've had with Magnus just says, as cool as he is in combat, you can't afford to lose him in combat, because the way the psychic rules are written, once you're in combat, you have no more psychic.
Yeah, like he can go in to mop up a squad, but he cannot get stuck in a prolonged combat, right?
Otherwise, you just, because, I mean, think how many points you must be paying for all his psychic abilities. You just threw those points away because you're not doing any of that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, he's very mobile. I almost think he doesn't need to be part of a squad like that, because you can, you know, the Terminators are really just slowing him down, right? Because he could be moving 11 every single turn guaranteed, and that's a normal move. If he wants to run, that's +6, right?
Yep.
And it's ignoring terrain, so he's basically flying over the board. There's probably a lot of, you know, with all the psychic shooting options, you can kind of snipe characters, or you can put up flame walls, right? You can do a lot of things. That's probably a fun way to play him as well. So just need to, you know, try him out some different ways, but it just feels so cool charging into combat with him. It's hard to not do that.
There is viability. Well, and you didn't want to take the charge, right? Like I was gonna get that Spartan eventually.
Yeah.
And you needed to come, like you said, you needed to come try to push, because at the end of the game there, I finished with, well, I would have had like at least 11 victory points, I think.
Yeah.
And the maximum you could have gotten is 2d3, so it was kind of a moot point. And that was if you managed to kill more units.
I got 3.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that's where we already knew who was the winner. We showed off everything cool we wanted to.
Yeah.
Again, you get a wonky list. It's not a bad list, though.
Yeah.
And
It's a list I have.
Well, right. And Steve and I have been talking back and forth about our philosophies on how important line troops are.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm curious to get people's take on this. It's still a fairly new game overall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They put out one FAQ, and it's very skinny. You know, how many times this week did we say, oh, I wonder if they FAQ'd that? Generally, no, right? I mean, it's a 2-page FAQ for each of the books, and they don't cover all the questions that could be out there. Like, I think the errata have cleaned up the clear errors, but the FAQ have only addressed a handful of many frequently asked questions, right? So there's just way more they could clarify that I think they will over time, and maybe even errata, right? Because what's the point in taking them as troops if they can't score? I thought that, you know, in the last edition, that was my idea of the Guard of the Crimson King, was the Guard is Sekhmet, right? Or they call him Scarab in the books. That's because they wrote the book before the models were released, right? But that's the whole point. So why do you have a whole Rite of War just to let me run a list that can't play the game, really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that makes sense. Because I think when Steve and I were talking, he was saying that this is the only, because we rolled up a random scenario. This was the only one he was like, no, if you don't have line troops, you're probably going to lose this one. But they did write it in such a way that depending on where those objectives are, you can make up troops, or sort of make up points there with the D3 for attrition and Slay the Warlord.
Yeah. I just, you know, what are the odds I'm going to prevent you early on, right? Because the way you spread objectives, you're going to put some in your deployment zone.
Well,
right?
yeah, because you figure out where the objectives are going before you figure out deployment.
Yeah.
But you get to put at least 2 of them down.
Right.
So in this situation, like if we both had scoring troops, we both had line.
Yep.
Well, we can each, you know, put them roughly in positions that we think are going to be conducive to the different deployment maps. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? This would have worked if I think whether we got this or Hammer and Anvil, I would have been fine either way. Mm-hmm. To just kind of sit on 2 all game.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, so I have Deep Strike. I can sneak in and maybe kill you off at least turn 2. If you're me, on average turn 4. Yeah. So the game's kind of over by then. So. Yeah,
because they can just go wild with points, and these guys are quick.
They're very fast.
They're all over the place.
Did it feel bad having to commit? I mean, because you have squads of 3, right? How many points are they?
150.
That's not bad, because they're very durable.
Didn't feel bad at all,
Yeah,
Fred.
no.
Their leadership 9 stubborn.
Yeah. They'll hold an objective.
They'll sit.
Yeah, for that point cost, go for it.
Yeah, I don't mind that, and I don't know if this would be my preferred. This might be my preferred way to play until I get more minis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look at some of the different weapon options. Solarite power gauntlets aren't that big of a deal, but
bikes
the talons
can be good. They just have to do a different job, right? They have to hunt vehicles.
Yep, but your one vehicle was gonna get taken care of by mine, and I didn't have anything else for my vehicle to do with where he was, so they were better served to go slap around.
Yeah, I think your average list will have more, and they'll be able to earn their points more.
I'm curious. They are expensive models.
Are they?
Do you know the one reason I got bikes?
Oh, you mean monetarily expensive?
Monetarily
Yeah,
expensive,
no, I knew
yes.
that. No, why is that?
Well, I got 2 words for you. Stormbolter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's obviously a big thanks, because otherwise, you wouldn't see a whole lot of bikes.
Yeah.
Josh would not be spending the money on that.
Yep.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Any closing thoughts for everybody at home watching?
No, this is, I don't know, this might be the first Batrep they see so that we can show off the Custodes stuff, but it's the last one of a long week for me. I've probably done 4 or 5 games, and all with a pretty similar list, so it's been good to kind of feel things out, get some practice, see what they're good at, what they're not good at, and who knows, in the next year before I come back, might add to the list or might make a new army entirely. We'll see.
As long as it's not word bearers, then I'm happy to see it.
All right.
So viewers, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments, leave some love down below in the comment section. Other than that, keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.